Oops. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Scorpio. How you doing, Scorpio? Let's see what's coming in. What does Scorpio singles need to know? I do see a little spark desire. Ooh, I definitely see someone single. It's telling you to look out for yourself first and foremost. Yeah, I do think you got someone coming in. I do see a Virgo energy. Yeah, it's an energy of someone who's stable, but Scorpio, yeah, I do see an energy of a person coming in, laying a commitment. Somebody's going to make a commitment, which often means, to go on a date or whatever. Or if you have been seeing someone, they could be getting ready to commit. Yeah, I do see a little moon energy, a little romantic energy, but like I say, we'll see what this is about. There you are, Scorpio. Yeah, this person actually could be a Cancer, but it is just some Cancer energy, the mood, romantic here. Yeah. Tell me about this. Yeah, so it does look like you have some sort of choice here. Yeah, I feel like you're maybe feeling a little confused, a little uncertain. All isn't revealed yet, I feel. All isn't revealed. But I do see this energy being in the mood for a little romance. I wouldn't be surprised, but because it's often the mood, but it has to do with making this choice, taking things to another level. You got a choice to make here. You might be just feeling confused or uncertain, and all may not be known yet. So you might not know everything about someone. Often things aren't meant to be known. So I do see with the moon, there's generally no clarity. Let's have a look at the Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's coming out. Boy, these are coming out quick. Yeah, this is somebody maybe online dating, social media in your community, but it's about people collaborating. This is a bunch of people getting together, collaborating. It could be to bring two people together, but you could just be out and about. You may find that you have something in common with someone. It's often just an attraction, but it's about two people who bring something to the table too. See, it's about creating this path. There's someone very attractive. There's desire. Let's have a look at this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I do see interest. Some of you have a few people interested in you. There's interest. It's all about being patient. Who is this Nine of Pentacles? It could be just yourself here too. Yeah, the Empress is open. The Empress is single. Know your worth here. Yeah, I do think you've got some people around you. And I definitely see the energy of single. Someone who's independent, but I still feel this is another person. You got a Virgo energy here. And Cancer. And with the Empress energy, I mean, some of you could have Taurus in your chart, but this is just an energy of being open to offers, opportunities, interest. I do think you got people interested in you. One of these people is going to come in and make some sort of a commitment about getting together. See some people getting together. Yeah. Yeah, you might be comparing one to the other. See, nothing compares to one of these people. Or it's someone doing that with yourself, comparing you to another person. The Empress can be Libra, Taurus, but it's just an energy of being open to offers, opportunities, being emotionally available. So I feel like you're getting attention. You're getting out there, I feel. But yeah, it's all about comparing one to the other. Nothing compares. Some of you may have multiple offers, opportunities. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's an energy, some strong Cancer energy there again. This is an energy of someone who kind of swoops in here. They come in often out of the blue, but it's an energy of someone who has confidence and self-control. It's telling you to keep your emotions in check. See, the Empress is always in control. So it has to do with, I feel, possibly yourself comparing one situation to another, or some of you could have back-to-back dates. But I do feel it's a little inner struggle too. Like I'm saying, let go of control. Just be still. Keep your emotions in check. But this has to do with the Two of Wands, someone coming in. Yeah, one of these people is coming in. They feel confident. They have self-control. Yeah. Some of you may have taken your power back from someone who didn't make a commitment too. Especially if they were juggling or something was off. Yeah. I do see a house and a home. And I see change. Some of you maybe, I see change, which often this is a U-turn. You might put on the brakes and take another look at someone here. I see a house, a home, a strong financial foundation. But I'm sensing this, there's still more that needs to be known. There needs to be clarity. It's a reason to celebrate. Like I feel there's going to be, and you might have several engagements, invitations, and you have to decide, or you're just comparing one to the other. If it's not you, it's the other person. Yeah. Juggling. Yeah, look at that. A cycle. Things, because someone's seeing you in a favorable light. Look at that. So I do see making a choice, crossroads. Some of you actually could get a commitment from someone, but others of you, it's like the dating, getting out, being social, people collaborating, a bunch of people getting together, looking at the things you have in common. The Empress often brings something to the table. Let's have a look at the Empress. Yeah, yourself. See, we got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, which is definitely your energy, fire and water. Someone's finding you very attractive. See, there's an attraction, desire here. But if there are two people and it's someone who's interested in someone else, it's about nothing compares to the Empress. Know your worth here. Yeah, look at that in the Empress. Someone who's stable. Yeah, it's a person who's marriage material, partnership material, but it's saying to be grounded. I definitely feel some of you got some choices. You may not see a future with someone here. You might be changing your focus on someone else. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Yeah, so someone juggling, a little sneaky energy, a little player. Yeah, I actually feel like you got someone here. It's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, but it's an energy. Watch out for that fixer-upper. Don't try to fix somebody. Don't try to be the wife till you're the wife energy, the cooking, cleaning, or try to impress someone. But watch out for that fixer-upper, someone who thinks they can heal someone or fix them. Okay? I also see a fixer-upper home, too, which is interesting. But it's an energy of someone being a little sneaky. Often with the Queen of Pentacles, it's someone who's trying to figure someone out. They can't read them. They can't figure them out. So you could have a person who goes about something sneaky, and it could be yourself. It's often innocent. It's just someone trying to figure something out here. Yeah. I mean, it could be whether you're actually, you might be giving the impression that you're in a committed relationship. The Queen of Pentacles often comes across as either aloof or that they're already in a commitment. So it's whether you're single or not. But it could be, and maybe you're looking at that with another person. But the energy is comparing one to the other. Yeah, a little inner struggle. It's about calming down and just making a decision. If you have several opportunities, it's about figuring out which one. Yeah, if you don't feel safe with someone, or if you're feeling a little insecure, because often it's someone who's a little insecure at first, but all isn't always what it seems. Let's have a look, but just watch out for those player types. Seven of Swords. So someone trying to make a choice or trying to figure something out. Yeah. So someone here might be choosing someone else and make up an excuse, or it might be yourself. Because I kind of see that I think you're kind of doing your own thing, but I also feel like you've changed your focus. Maybe you're losing interest in someone here, or it's someone who feels you are, so they might try to come back in. See, it's all about making a commitment. Be careful of people who make commitments and then don't follow through, because I feel someone here is not going to follow through. Making up excuses. It's often because they're insecure. Yeah. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. See, it's walking away. It's not emotionally fulfilling. So some of you are walking away from a situation, or it's another person doing that. But yeah, you can see someone here kind of, it's a crush, someone who longs for love. See, it's innocent. See, there's something innocent. And I told you, see, often it's people who are sneaky, you know, they make up excuse. They're not really up to any, you know, they're just someone who's keeping you hanging. And it's probably because they're insecure, but it is an energy of innocence. It's someone who longs for love. It's often a new emotional experience or someone who doesn't have a lot of experience. Sometimes people who, you know, get married young and have a long relationship, or then they get divorced or whatever, they don't have experience, especially if they've only been with like one person. Yeah, so like I say, we got someone here kind of crushing here, and they are feeling insecure. Yeah, it's a person, it's all about laying the foundation. So some of you got a person who probably will not follow through. Someone who doesn't want to commit, they're not ready, they're still dating other people, not ready to take things to the next level. Yeah. The Empress knows. But this is and somebody here who will actually follow through and make a commitment. So it looks like you got a couple choices here. It's about comparing one to the other. Yeah. Nothing compares. Yeah, it's an energy of a person being single. I think there's somebody trying to figure out if you're single or not. Like, they might think that you're doing up to something. Tell me about that Three of Cups. Any more clarity on why the Three of Cups is here? Yeah, it's whether someone's married or single, but it has to do with loyalty, faith. See, two people making sure you're on the same page. If you had an agreement with someone to spend time together, to do things together, they don't follow through. Yeah. It's an energy of someone who maybe didn't honor an agreement. Just be careful of someone who isn't loyal or not faithful. Okay? Someone who might even be in a relationship. And somebody here I feel just wants to be single. And I feel that, I mean, this is where someone pushes off the stop button, gets off an emotional roller coaster. So I feel like you've taken your power back from someone. I kind of feel like this is someone you've moved on from. But like I say, it's all about whether someone's single or married. And I do think some of you are losing interest. I see you changing your focus, focusing on something else, another person, but whether they're your type. You might be comparing everyone to the person that you took your power back from, the sneaky person. I mean, it could all be innocent, but like I say, it could be someone who acts innocent, they're not too. Like, you never know what's going to happen with the Seven of Swords. All isn't always what it seems. So it's almost always insecurity. When people are insecure, they do crazy things. Yeah. Tell me about the Hierophant. See, it's about two people being on the same page. See, having a conversation, making a connection. See, you've got some sort of choice here. I think you're losing interest in one, or someone's losing interest in you. Yeah. But I think you're changing your focus. I really feel there's someone you don't really see a future with. But it's what you're projecting, because some of you are acting like you're projecting that you're already committed. You are stable. I definitely see stability and trying to keep yourself grounded. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, tempering the passions, being patient. See, it's about not moving. Let go of control. Don't try to control anything. Sometimes people, we're just not each other's type. I do see a little temptation too, though. Really watch out for a person. I think it's something that's, you've already pushed the stop button. You've gotten off the emotional roller coaster. Because I see change. And it could be someone coming back around who'll never change. So watch that for some of you. The only one who can change is yourself. See, creating change. It's about creating change. Two people coming together, creating change together, going down this path. So if you've got a choice, one of these definitely isn't going anywhere. And it's often someone who just wants to be single. They just want to play, right? There are players, and I do see that for some. But the energy is two people crossing paths, coming together, taking things to the next level. Be very careful of that energy. Yeah, because it's an energy of what comes around goes around. Okay. But it is an energy of being between two worlds. So I kind of feel like some of you got a person who may still be married or in a relationship. They're moving on, but it's something that isn't over. I would watch for that. But this what comes around goes around, I feel, with this sneaky energy. Makes me wonder. Yeah, but I do feel this energy of change. And you've got, this is two people checking each other out. See, taking a pause, seeing things from a whole different perspective. I think your perspective of someone is changing. But there is someone around you checking you out. I see some Pisces energy here. It's funny, I was going to say Pisces earlier. But until a Pisces card shows up that's direct, I usually kind of wait. But there it is. Yeah, someone checking you out here. It could be in your neighborhood, around you, but it has to do with some reason to celebrate a home. It's about being able to provide. See, someone have your own home. And just watch out for players, somebody who could try to take advantage of you because you look like someone who can provide, because you provide for yourself. But I definitely feel someone's checking you out to see if you're available. And to me, it looks like someone around you in your neighborhood, or if you live in a building, in your building. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is someone who's had a tough time, feeling like giving up. It's a situation not going anywhere. Yeah. I got to tell you, I feel like you got a person around you. And it is someone that you had on and off. And I think you've taken your power back. And I do think this is someone who, they are sneaky. They are player-like. There is no doubt. And why? Because this person, you're just about ready to put this behind and go down another path. And this person, they don't want you. They just don't want someone else to have you. And someone who makes up excuses, tells you story. Always listen to the story, the poor me card. Now, I'm just wondering if this person is, you're putting this behind, and this could be someone who's similar to this person. So let's just sort of look at this situation to sort of check things out here. Yeah, it's telling you to look before you leap, reflecting on another situation. So definitely don't just live in the moment with this particular person. Look before you leap. When the Queen of Pentacles is there, someone who looks before they leap. Yeah. But it could be a person, too, coming towards you, taking a risk. But I feel what comes around goes around. I would be cautious with one of these if they try to take things to another level here. But you are getting a commitment from someone. But I do see someone who will never commit, or they won't commit. Or they just don't follow through when you have an agreement to connect and get together. Yeah. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, some of you have taken a time out. See, taking a little break, a little time out, a little R&R, a much needed rest. Make sure you get your rest, your sleep. See, I feel like you're on, it's almost like you're on a time out from someone. This is someone trying to figure out what's going on with you. Now, either they can't, it's a person coming in, they can't read you, or it is something that was on and off. It's someone who doesn't, they're jealous. It's somebody who's jealous. They don't want someone else to have you, but yet they'll never commit. So yeah, saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. You already know the answers you're seeking. See, it's about manifesting what you desire. Yeah, you got a person who's a master manipulator. But put it this way, the player's probably going to be getting played here. Yeah, you know this person lacks. Low vibrational, they lack. It's just low vibration. It doesn't always mean lack of money, but do be very careful if you are somebody who has Empress. You know, you're pretty good for your money, that someone doesn't try to take advantage of you. Especially if you already recently just moved on from a situation. But if you have somebody who won't introduce you to their friends or family, then you know they're hiding something. So see, secretive energy, low vibrational, a little lack. whatever you do with this person, if it is an ex energy, if you let this person come back in, whatever happened before is going to happen again. The same thing will happen. They'll ghost you, ignore you. It's just a person low vibrational. They manipulate. And it could be just where you have a type and you need to kind of look at your type, what you're attracting, okay? Yeah. But I don't see you being low vibrational. I see you being, very balanced, very open, high vibrational. And I do see learning to be patient, see tempting. There's something going to tempt you. And if it is you're lonely, if you're feeling lonely, whatever you do, if you let this person in, everything that you've worked for is going to start all over again. Yeah. See, it's all about being safe and secure, stable, somebody who's stable and reliable. Yeah, it has to do with someone who has someone back. They're there for someone. So I do feel this is all about your own safety and security, because I do think this is someone here who's kind of been, what comes around goes around, And I'm a little bit concerned with this person, someone that you maybe had on and off with. That the Ten of Pentacles is long-term stability, a partner. See, there's someone else checking you out, sees you as partnership material. This isn't going to go anywhere. There is change coming. This is something changing you forever too, I feel. I do think you're going to keep moving on. Yeah, because you've got people here. Like, I don't know if you're online dating, social media. I know some of you are. But it's finding someone where you have something in common ground, where you come together, you spend time together. See, someone who wants to do things together. And I do feel like you're feeling kind of lonely. But that is the worst time to let somebody in. And that, especially this low vibrational person I see. Yeah, I do see something ending. See, it could be a person who just won't accept that it's over. See, something's finished. It has to end here. Yeah. But it's like you're taking time out. You're putting this behind, and then this person comes back in. If you take a risk with this person, you only have yourself to blame. Yeah, so be very careful. Because it is, when it tells me what comes around goes around, it's often someone who gets around. Okay? But it is an energy with the moon. Somebody's in denial that something's over. Yeah. Because it isn't, where with the Wheel of Fortune, where it stops, no one knows, right? But I think it's over, or you have to end the situation. Crossroads, see the world between two worlds. Some of you are giving people the impression that your body language more than likely is telling people that you're kind of maybe a little closed off or not that interested, or I definitely see you losing interest in someone, but I see interest in another person. There is someone interested in you, and I do think there's probably a few. See, it's a person who's curious, somebody who's curious. They want to know everything about you. That's wonderful. Someone who wants to know everything, but they have to reciprocate the same. So just be cautious of anyone who doesn't tell you everything that you want to know, or they just tell you what you want to hear. Watch for that too. Yeah. But I do think there's somebody here who sees you as very stable, grounded. See that Ten of Pentacles? Someone who's very curious. Yeah. They want to know everything, what you're up to, who you're with, things that you do. But I'm just concerned about this energy. It's like I feel like you're lonely, or you feel like there's no one really your type. They all lack a quality or something you want. And then feeling lonely and letting this person in. Who's the Hanged Man? Who's the Hanged Man? It's yourself checking things out. You're checking things out. The Hanged Man. A little introspection. Is there someone in your neighborhood you're checking out? See, Scorpio, there's an ending. See, it's something that's not going anywhere. But I also see the moon, that denial. Yeah, the player. And it could be someone checking you out. Often the cards don't come out the way you ask. But yeah, it's probably yourself just kind of hanging around, doing a little introspection here. So like I say, whatever it is that you do, don't let someone in just because you're lonely. Especially about letting somebody in your home, inviting anyone to your home if you're online dating. Don't trust blindly, whatever you do. Tell me about temperance. It is about your type. See, trying things different, doing something different. Just be still. Yeah, see, it's an energy of learning too, like when somebody comes in right or not, if someone's right for you. Because you have to do what's right for you. And that's what I feel. You need to look out for you. You have to do what's right for you. I do think you got people here who aren't right. Definitely the low vibrational, sneaky players. See, when people see an Empress, they often get insecure too. Just stay in that energy because it's coming towards you. It's what you're attracting. See, it's an energy. It's just being open. You see, you're open. You're available. And I do see this getting comfortable, feeling safe. See, there's somebody here who's not safe. The low vibrational, negative feeling, but that's yourself, I feel. Keep pushing away that feeling, like maybe there's something wrong with you, like you're not good enough. You are good enough with this energy. You're good enough. Trust me, more so. Yeah. Often people who are insecure can be cruel to people when they're insecure and try to make you feel like you're not good enough. So never let people put that on you. See, that's a low vibrational person. Yeah, but you have everything you need to manifest your desires. Yeah, you have everything you need. Yeah, you have to, I feel the only thing I can see that is giving you advice is don't be the wife till you're the wife energy. Till there's somebody who's made a commitment. You've spent lots of time together. You know each other. You've met their friends and their family, especially family. And some friends probably too, because I can see someone who won't do that, you know. Yeah, but there is someone who's very curious, and I do see this is they are stable by the looks of it, and they just want to know everything about you. And if you have to make up any kind of excuse or something to someone, you can tell them, I'm just curious. Just curious. I just want to meet your friends and family. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that. Somebody should automatically introduce you, especially before it goes to the next level. Yeah, you guys are. See, this is the energy. I was just going to say this ending here. See, the delusional, someone's delusional. And I think it's this person that something's over, and that's why I feel you've had something off. It's over. And I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune, you never know where it can stop. It could stop and then go again. But I feel there's a lot of secrets. Somebody's got a lot of secrets. Somebody hasn't been telling you everything. One person here is not telling you everything. That's the what comes around goes around energy. Yeah, somebody who's obsessed here. You got someone who's obsessed. I feel very unhealthy, very toxic. Something's really off with this one person. Super low vibrational. But it's letting go of that delusional energy, that something isn't over. I think you got a person who's Looney Tunes. Big time. Yeah, see, it's saying release this, it no longer serve you. This is where I think you already know the answers. This person doesn't have your best interest at heart. You know your worth, self-respect, self-worth. You deserve better. Let me tell you, you deserve better than this person. They just want to be single. That's a person who won't commit, but you do have somebody here you're going to connect with who will make a commitment as long as you don't try to control anything. And you keep yourself very balanced. See, it's all about the right person, but look out for yourself first and foremost. Yeah. There's definitely someone who finds you attractive. There's desire. Just be still. This person will come towards you. Okay? So I feel like you've definitely had your share of issues with the dating. Yeah, this is a juggler too. I think this is someone who's very unhealthy situation. Yeah, I think if you deal with this person, it likely won't end well. But you know this doesn't serve you. It's not in your best interest. And I do think there's someone here who the feelings aren't mutual. That's why I feel very much playery energy, sneaky. And yeah, it is likely insecure, but yeah, you deserve better. You deserve the right person, the one. But it's telling you to look out for yourself. This is somebody just focused on one thing only. The physical connection. So it's all about your stability, your long-term safety, security. What else have you got? Just want to make sure I don't miss anything, because there's lots of little things that pertain to some people and not others. Yeah, I do see about communication too. I mean, Mercury energy, communication. We should be coming up to another Mercury retrograde before too long here. So that could be where you cross paths with someone. Yeah, you may have actually crossed paths with someone at a Mercury retrograde at some point and it didn't go anywhere. That could be a person who comes back around. Yeah, interesting. Mercury retrograde, crossing paths. Situations don't always go anywhere. Yeah. But you have what you need to manifest what you desire. Definitely someone's been checking you out, or you're checking someone out and you find them attractive. Just be still. Let them know you're available. But just be still. Let them take the reins, okay? Let them feel like they're in control. Bye for now.